Alright guys, very cool. Welcome to part 12 of this Silkworm. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did do a little bit of work off stream just because I got a little bit excited about it, and I'll explain what I did to you guys. Today we're gonna be going, just to say this real quick, today we're gonna be doing, I guess, some audio stuff. Really, we're just trying to polish it up at this point. I think I have everything that I really want in there. You know, it's not supposed to be a full game necessarily, as much as a proof of concept or just something fun to play around with for an hour or two. So I think I have everything. I really am just trying to. Technically, we have like 2 weeks left, or like 8 more sessions, but maybe we'll just finish it up. Maybe we just finish it up, we just call it a day, and we move on to the next one, since it is the end of the month, and I did take that forced 2 weeks break. So, very cool. Basically, while you guys were gone, I worked on making these buildings have this transparent effect. The reason I did this is because previously, when it was fog and rain sound, it sounded extreme. It like, how would I say it? It felt very oppressive. I felt very claustrophobic in it. I didn't like it. I figured if you could see the sky and see buildings fading in, that would be better. But that came with some issues because I actually had to do the lighting equations for myself because they had to be unlit. I could not make the shader lit because then I would have had to make this transparent, and that would be too much for the quest. So I actually just ended up doing some of my own work, which really just amounts to figuring out how much incoming light is hitting the surface, then doing a dot product with the surface normal to figure out how much it's going to reflect, and then figuring out what color that's going to be. So that's pretty cool. If you guys want me to go further into that, let me know. But yeah, so let's see. So I'll show you guys. Oh, and I think I also got in silk shooting audio I've seen. Yeah, so you can see it kind of fades in. And right now I haven't fixed the water yet, so that still looks a little weird. But you'll see that the buildings kind of fade in. And I have to say, it is way better. I feel very free right now. You still can't see very far. I don't think people will know why. I think they're going to rag on me about it for sure. They're going to think, hey, why can't I see the whole city? You could see the whole city in Spider-Man running on the PS5. And I'll say, well, because I'm not a team of 100, and I'm also working on the quest. But I think it's pretty good for what it is. What is that? I've never seen that. Oh. Oh. Look at that thing. Don't know what it is. Oh, I fell through it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in the city, just random things. At some point, the buildings like get higher. I'm not too worried about it. I don't think people are gonna rag on me. It's just a free game, so whatever. I'll tell you what. I can't wait until the people actually making a VR Spider-Man game play this and then implement all the things that I made in their game. Since mine is way better than what they've made so far. Okay, cool. Very cool. Hey, Jake, why'd you... Oh, dang, it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, for some reason I just totally spaced. For some reason I totally spaced on the fact that I started 2 and started at 1 instead. I guess I don't know why I did that. But I got this transparency effect in, Jake. I don't know if you were here for this. I got the transparency effect in, and it feels way better inside. It's very, it feels free, let's say that. You feel way less encumbered by the fog. And it actually is not too weird when the buildings fade in. You get used to it pretty quick. So that's cool. Yeah, it was actually not, well, it wasn't crazy difficult to get it in, but it was a little time consuming. So let's see. What do we need to do now? There is a couple more audio things I can think of. One being that when you, I should probably, do some sort of, I should should probably do some sort of sound for when you're climbing, and I should probably do some sort of sound for when your silk thread is being released. So let's take a look at those. Today will be kind of audio and other forms of polish. I'll do a little optimization as well because I'm generating some garbage, which if you guys don't know what that is, let me know. Most people don't know what it is until they release a game, actually. Okay, very cool. So some audio, let's see. And then we need to polish, and then we need to do like a scene loader. We need to do just a bunch of random stuff really, but more or less it's done. I guess let's just copy and paste this. We'll call this left hand. Grab wall effect. Grab wall effect. And we'll just do what we've been doing so far for this sort of stuff. Scriptable objects, audio. Honestly, we'll probably just copy player collision. Copy player collision sound effect and do grab wall sound effect. I think that those are going to be good enough. The volume, well, we'll spatialize it first of all. And I guess the volume will be less. Maybe something like that. And then, cool. So then we need to make a script that's going to actually evoke that sound. La 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 la. Grab wall. Maybe this won't end up being good. Maybe we'll think that this sounds a little weird and unnecessary, but normally audio effects tend to add, not detract. It's very rare that you add a sound effect and think like, we could use less sound effects. I mean, just look at Battlefield. And I feel the rush there, and I feel the rush. I'm not gonna lie, I get a little bit scared and my heart's on wings. Climb, climb. Require component type of audio source. Get rid of these. I just kind of do this over and over again for different. It's just the same script over and over. In fact, let me see. What was the last one I had? Silk sound effect, blah, blah, blah. Get all this and this. Put it there. Okay. All our words are perfect. Grab the wall. Sure, you could change the pitch a little and then play it. Okay. Don't know if this is the best way to do it. You really can go, it's either you put a bunch of things in your scene or you have a bunch of things in script, and normally I just have them all in script, but sometimes, I don't know. This is kind of making sense to me now in my older age. All right, come on. How's working from home going, Jake? All right, let's see what this gets us. Okay. Yeah, I would say that it kind of worked. I might need to find different sounds. Maybe just like, I don't know. I think I have some random sounds somewhere. Okay, impact probably isn't right. There we go. Okay, let's go online. I guess like stick. Latch. The problem is I don't even know what type of sound I'm looking for, honestly. And I don't even know if I'd know it when I heard it. Let's just go back for now and do 3, 4, 2. Audios can be such a pain. Maybe suction. There we go. Thump, thump, thump. All right, cool. Let's download that. That was maybe more of a joke, but maybe it could still be good. And let's just go on to the normal YouTube now and see what we can find. See if we can find any royalty free. No.
Preview, 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 preview.
Oh, that one actually was pretty good, unfortunately.
Preview.
I hate these. All right, let's head into Audacity. Get rid of that. Make it smaller. Oh. Put it in there. All right, let's see. Every time I use Audacity, I forget how the freaking thing works. I don't know how to zoom in. play the thing. Just play it. Okay. Section 1. Okay. Section 2. Okay, and let's see how that is. Okay, and the nice thing about the way I programmed it is that I should be able to... Okay, anyway, I should be able to go into the scriptable object, make this a 2, write in section 1, section 2. Very cool. And now let's test that out. Okay, something's wrong here. Oh no. Changed the wrong ones. It's a little ridiculous, but I think acceptable. Oh, I'm going fast. Very cool. Yeah, you can get a play test. I didn't know you were coming down. Did you just decide or something? See if I can get it ready for you. Let me see here. I didn't know you were coming down. Since when? Okay, sweet. Is it Easter soon? When's Easter? Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, I know how religious you are, Jake, so it's important that you celebrate those sort of things. But yeah, you can get a playtest for sure. I don't know if you ever played Awesome AP Orb either, but you can play that as well. Mateo had a lot of fun with Awesome AP Orb. Uh, I really want people to play it. It's so good. But by the time that comes out, I'm gonna be like 4 games down the line, and nobody's gonna want to play it anyway. All right, well, sweet. Yeah, let's hang out. Okay, so there was still garbage collection. My mom said you could come Sunday if you want. We're cooking out and chilling, and I want to play Awesome AP Orb for sure. Yeah. I wonder if anybody else has played it. Let's see. Firebase, Awesome AP Orb. Am I signed into the right person? I am. Nope, just Mateo. Oh, dang, and he's like, no, okay. He got to level 3.5. And maybe, I guess maybe he couldn't beat 4.1 and stop playing. That's funny. He also had a build that he needed to quit. I'm actually amazed that he got that far. It was very nice of him because he had a build where he had to quit the game each time to play the next level and like I don't know and wait like 30 basically wait like 30 seconds in between it. So he did that like 15 times just to be nice. So that's really nice of him. Did he ever beat my times? No, it looks like he did very poorly. Okay. And yeah, I got nothing else going on. I'll probably come to that unless I get like a better offer or something, you know. I'll pretty much just do whatever's the best for me. It's so good he went through all that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like legit kind of fun for a game that I made. I mean, you're not going to play it more than like 2 hours, but I think those 2 hours you'll probably be having some fun with it. Okay, cool. Okay, so Jake, I know you're very. I know you want to know what garbage collection is, so I'll tell you. Essentially, sorry, I was just thinking about something. There's two types of memory. There's two types of memory. There's the heap and there's the stack. When you're working locally, you're normally using the stack so that you can just wipe all that memory clean and not have to worry about it. Because if you create a variable and then you forget about it sometime later, the system doesn't know if you can use that memory again or not. And so that's where garbage collection comes in, where basically it'll say like, all right, sweep through all the memory, like this huge sum of memory, and find the ones that we can use again, and then clear that garbage. So obviously that's pretty intensive, so you have to make sure that you basically never have to do that. It's funny, they have it, but you just never ever want to use it. So let's see here. I'm pretty sure I'm generating substantial garbage per frame. And you can generate garbage sometimes, but let me close all these tabs. You can generate garbage like once in a while, but every frame is pretty much a no-go, even if it's only every frame. Yeah, yeah. Even if what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's like a really low-level sort of idea, and nobody really knows about it until they release a game because you don't really think about it, and then you're kind of coding nilly-willy, and then you go to release it and you realize it's not performant, and then suddenly you have to learn about performance optimization, and garbage collection is like the first thing they tell you to check. And I had forgotten about it actually, so um, normally when you're coding you try to basically upfront generate no garbage, but I didn't really think about it. What am I doing? Analysis, profiler, standalone process. I don't know what that means. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a deep profile. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. Yeah, so I'm generating like a lot, not just like garbage, but like kilobytes of garbage. Okay, but mostly it's just from stack trace utility, which is not something I'm using. Wait, unless I am. Let me make sure this isn't me calling this. We're going deep, baby. It's a deep profile. Okay, but anyway, the ones I'm looking at, so yeah, climb ball is generating garbage, XR controller input is generating garbage, which is weird. I don't believe XR controller input should generate garbage, actually. Does it every frame? Weird. Okay, wind sound effect update. Let's look at this one. Okay. And generally, you generate garbage by using a class instead of something like a struct or like a primitive variable. Um, basically reference types, but sometimes it can be other things. You know what I instantly forgot? Wind sound effect. Let's take a look. What is it saying? A null reference exception. Constructor. Alright, let's see if we can figure it out. This doesn't seem right. Okay, let me turn off deep profile. I'm just wondering if maybe that's generating garbage somehow. Okay, cool. No, why did I click that? Oh, dang it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and suddenly none of those other ones are generating garbage. What is going on? Yeah, now it's hard to tell which one is... Well, I guess I'm assuming this one is correct. I'm really only after the ones that generate garbage every frame. And it looks like that's pretty much jump movement and silk strand. Turn on deep profile. Let's turn this off. Let's turn it back on. Go back into here. Okay, cool. It looks like it's because I changed it mid. Okay, and I had not shot a silk strand. Okay, cool. So this is accurate now. Build position list. Okay, cool. Turns of vector 3. Okay. You know, it's been a while since I did garbage collection optimization. Last time I did it, it was pretty clear to me. I'm not sure why this time. Stack Alec. I'll try that. Hmm. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Normally you just have to move stuff out of the function so that it basically is never cleaned, because the heap is pretty big realistically. So like if I just hold 200 bytes throughout the lifetime of the program, it's not gonna be a big deal. I still don't think that's gonna work. I believe that's gonna still generate garbage, but let's see. What is going on? Looks like apparently transform.getChild creates garbage too. Okay. Well, let me think. This isn't exactly clear to me how to move forward with this. So I'm just trying to get the line positions. Okay, and this didn't work. It wouldn't let me do this for some reason. Okay, so I see two options. One where I just have a vector 3 array that's constant, and then I just fill some values and I return how many values in that array I used. And the other option, I believe, is the one where I only, because I believe line positions is always, all right, let's do this one. Vector 3 line positions equals new vector 3, and let's just make it 200. It's unnecessary, but whatever. New vector 3, 200. Okay, cool. Then we have the length. And let's go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go ahead and rename this M line positions. That way we know it's a class member. Okay, cool. And then let's instead return an int. And we'll return the length. Which is how many we used. Okay, cool. And apparently this getChild generates garbage as well, so we can take a look at that in a second. But then here we call getPositionList, and instead of this being line positions, we'll do int Dang, okay. And now that we've popped out, it's kind of still have a problem here. and x equals 0, x is less than line position length. You end up just having like really weird code when you're optimizing for this kind of stuff, but set position at x equals m line positions x. And that should be good. Okay. And then we were still generating garbage with this get child. But that doesn't call every frame, so that should be fine anyway. Okay, and let's see where that gets us. Hey, let's make sure it still works. Cool, it works fine. All right, come on. All right, whatever. Just launch those. Okay, and that garbage is now done, or at least there is still some garbage in there with the get child and whatnot. However, it's not enough for me to care about it, basically. Because a little bit of garbage isn't going to kill you. Okay. Yeah, even if you're generating like 100 bytes, which is like seemingly not a lot at all, then you're running like 90 frames a second. So now it's like every second you're generating like 9 kilobytes, and then you play it for 60 seconds, and suddenly you have a megabyte of garbage, you know? Okay. Yeah, it adds up like weirdly quickly. Man, those dogs are going crazy back there. It's insane how long they can go. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and turn that off. Switch back to deep profile because I'm actually not sure what in jump movement is causing the garbage, so. Okay, jump movement fixed update. Check hands above threshold. Okay, cool. Alright, let me go see if I can make that dog come inside. It's just being insane right now. Whew. Okay, very cool. And now the dog is in here chilling with us instead. Okay, so let's see. So what's the problem here? I know I had coded it a little bit strange, and it looks like that is catching up to me now. Let me go ahead and change this to garbage collection. Cool. Okay, very cool. So let's take a look at it. So get hand speeds. Let's just start with the smaller one. Get hand speeds, check above threshold. Dictionary, get the values. Okay, so basically, I guess dictionaries are pretty much a no-go. And so what, we have this fixed update, and basically you have get hand speeds and check hands above threshold, and then with those hand speeds, and if so, they should jump, and not already calculating a jump because the calculation of it. The heck? The door is closed. Who's out there? Okay, cool. Oh, oh, jump. All right, back up, dogs. Back up. Okay, they're swarming me. Okay, cool. So what were we doing? We're just gonna take this slow so that it's not annoying. Dictionary, get values, check hands. Okay, get hand speeds. Get hand speeds. Adding to a dictionary is causing problems. And just in general, there is garbage being allocated. Okay, but it looks like initializing a dictionary. Basically, it's the dictionaries. It looks like there's still some other stuff, but I don't know. I basically just need a better way to pass this stuff around. Because what am I doing? Get hand speeds, dictionary, hand type. Hand type is just an enum. Set thetas is fine. Set radius is fine. Okay, cool. That's fine, obviously. Then you have this dictionary, and then depending on the hand states, you add the speeds. Okay, cool. And then basically, so it's just a dictionary with the hands and their hand speeds. And then, so that's nothing crazy. And then I'll use that later over here. So it looks like I had basically initialized one. I'd initialized it outside, and then it looks like I'm just recreating it in here. So I don't necessarily need to do that. The thing is that I believe a clear also for some reason generates garbage. are you guys doing? Okay, I imagine it's not going to be this simple, but let's just go ahead and try to clear it. You clear it, you return it. It's nice and functional. Alright, we'll just make this void. Get rid of this. We'll rename this M. Hand speeds. Should jump, check above threshold. Alright, so get the hand speeds and check that they're above the threshold. Then do that. Okay, cool. This doesn't return anything. I believe this is still not going to work. It's probably still going to generate garbage. But let's see. Oh, because it looks like just adding to the dictionary was generating garbage. That can't be right. And I've tried forgiveness, but forgiveness is a hell of a drug. Excellent. This can't be right. Huh. Well, it's saying I got rid of all the garbage. Alright, come on. Seriously, come on. Oh, it broke. Can you give me a second here? trying to check if walking always generates garbage. Does not appear that it does. I wonder why it did that one time then. Let me see. I don't know. Could have been anything. Okay, let me see if let me see if climbing does. Oh my goodness. Look at that graph. It's so ridiculous. Okay, it doesn't look like climbing does. And I guess let's see if swinging does. These are all the things that could be happening, like every frame. Yeah, we're swinging. Ow. Okay, anyway, seems good. Okay, so it looks like there's no more garbage. So that's good. That's what you want. Ow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. We're swinging. Oh, owie. I lost it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's good. And now what? Yeah, it is pretty fun. I need to... Definitely excited for people to try it. Dog, what is going on? This dog's really weird. She'll just like lay there and whine, and if you pet her, she just keeps whining. Okay, cool. What can we do? It's like the biggest baby dog I've ever heard in my life. Okay. Yeah, I actually really like the effect of the buildings fading in. I think it works well. And really would only work in this game because there's so little objects. It's just like buildings and floor. Yep. Okay, cool. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing next? I think I just need to play a little bit and see if I can find parts that are broken. Because I know jumping still isn't working all that well. I need to just like go through and log bugs that I find essentially. I could change this water, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. And I think that I'm going to make substance. What is it? I think I'm just going to make it mossy. Mossy stone. Maybe will be the floor and the walls will be, I don't know. Let's download them. Okay, cool. Mossy rock, ground moss. Hmm. I will get all of it. Oh, Lisa's here. She finally shows up. No, wait. Have you been here before? I'm trying to make the city look mossy right now. I don't know if you've... Okay, yeah, you've been here before. Sorry. I'll show the game to you in a second here when I get this loaded in. Should just be a second. These must be some really big textures. And then maybe I can find... I'm looking for some moss, basically. Rock moss. Maybe this one would be good. Red moss. It's not downloading. Looks like my computer's having trouble right now. Give me 1 second, Lisa. Currently, we're just trying to revamp the look of the city. It was going to be like foggy, but it felt really oppressive. The reason it was foggy was for performance reasons, not because I wanted it to be foggy. But I was able to figure out how to make it not that while still staying performance, so that's pretty cool. So now you're kind of swinging under the open sky. Oh man, F this. SPSM. Jeez, what the heck is Unity doing? Don't let Lisa BS you in. She's new here. I can see on the analytics page that mods get access to that she's never visited before today. Wow, Lisa. Not only have you not shown up, but you lied about it. That's messed up. Why did those take so long to import? That was so weird. They're just like normal textures. Okay, anyway. Let's see if we can... Do I have... I probably don't have substance in here in the first place. Actually, she... nah, I'm dumb. So we're a fan. Your mom hasn't visited. Pranks. Actually, she hasn't, and he's like, yeah, no. Actually, I don't know if she has. I'm not even sure she would know how to do it, to be honest. Okay, let's see here. Just another minute here. Let's see. And then I'll show you. No, it's okay, Lisa. How's it going, Lisa? How's Florida going? You excited about Brooklyn? I'm kind of pumped about it, honestly. I think I'll just have to get a job and I'll just look for a remote one, I suppose. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do remote or in office so I can meet some people, maybe get a girlfriend or something. But I suppose if I'm doing remote, I can also just go do extracurriculars. Florida sucks, so excited. And at home. Because are you going to be working from home, Lisa? Didn't I just import this? Yes, I did. And I've tried forgiveness, but forgiveness is a hell of a drug. Okay. That's okay. We'll work out of your studio. We'll just be TikToking it up anyway, so what does it matter? Okay, what's the point of that plugin I just got if it don't do anything? Unity. Okay. What am I doing? I'm so lost. Suddenly I feel so lost in this. It's Lisa, she's making me nervous. And I've tried forgiveness, but forgiveness is a hell of a drug. And if you won't stop bleeding, then you don't stop bleeding. This one. Oh, it's terrible. Oh no, it looks so bad. It's not even a seamless texture. But also Jamie is going up, so... Are you currently in GameStop, Lisa? This is terrible looking. Because if you're in GameStop, you gotta get in that Dogecoin. It's the only way to do it. Alright, let's see what this looks like in game. You know, up close. Oh my gosh, and the fact that your hands are green too. It's too much green. It's like a really offensive color. It looks like the whole world is made of mustard. Whee! Oh yeah, here's the game, Lisa. So you're like, I'm flying. And then you hit it with the little swing. And you go, yay! And you jump off, and then you grab the wall, and you climb a little. You can also... Huh, alright. Okay, but then you can do stuff like this. You put them together and you get... I'm making a web. Oh, I missed. Okay, cool. And then you can let it go and you swing over here. You go, yay! Oh. And you fall to the ground. Oh, and you try to look up, but your head hurts because your spine's broken. And then you slowly work your way up to where you're trying to go. Oh, man. Anyway, you can climb your webs. Well, let's see this. Okay, that should work. What the hexoids? Where am I freaking climb? Suddenly you can't... Oh, wait, never mind. That doesn't work yet. Okay, here we go. There we go, and you can climb it. Yeah, I'm climbing my web. Yeah, so you can have like a little web party. Dom only takes... Okay. Maybe... I'm in Dogecoin too. Yeah, Dogecoin is a rocket to the moon. Do you die if you fall? No, you don't. No, it's a very casual game, Lisa. It's just really a proof of concept. I only take fall damage in real life. That's true. And the sound effects. Too true. I don't know what the too true is for, but maybe my falling. I think that the moss could work potentially if maybe it was a little... The tiling is a little... The tiling could probably be 0.33. Tiling could probably be 0.33, and then I think that if I make this darker, it might work. So we could switch this to hue saturation value, we could turn the value down, and we hit the all save. Now it looks a little bit better, I think. Still pretty mossy. That color is terrible. You don't know that, Jake, okay? You don't know that it's bad. It makes sense. You're a silkworm. You live in the forest. What do you want from me? Let me take a look at this. Like sinus infection. I think the color makes a lot of sense, personally. Woo, pew, yeah, I'm having fun. Oh, I'm not so good at singing. Okay, maybe there's something out. See, Lisa likes it. Take that, Jake. And she's an artist. You're just a stupid engineer, so what do you know anyway? Although maybe there's... What else would it even be? I mean, is there like if I could find like a leaf maybe? Or like this one. These dogs are like making out behind me. Yeah, maybe if I could find arts. Yeah, so this is more of the artistic side of game development, which is mainly just like any other artistic thing where you just go through and try a bunch of different stuff until you like it. Let's see what they have in here. Okay, that moss looks pretty intense. Okay, a lot of it is just actual moss. Ooh. That might be a little too much. Yeah, that's too much, I think. It's really fun to... Is there glass? You mean like in the game currently, or can you find glass? Yeah, you can find glass. You can get all sorts of stuff on places like this. This stuff is really fun to look through because you... I don't know, what's something you'd look up, like, metal. And then you're like, ooh, so much fun metal. And you're like, this one looks fun. You get to click on it. And then you get to... And you get to look at it. You say, not quite for me. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's good for any type of 3D project. Grass and moss. Low tide moss rock. That could be good. Although it looks kind of wet. I guess that's because it's low tide. It's gotta be... Ooh. I don't think I'm quite going for the snow look, but... These dogs are too much. And I've tried forgiveness, but forgiveness is a hell of a drug. I don't like that. I'll probably just stick with the... Probably just stick with the rock for now. I can't really do anything with too much detail anyway, since I'm really just using one of them. Yeah, okay, we'll just do the rock. Let's get back in there. Should be able to control some of my way out of it. Do that again and you guys are out. Slate tiles with moss. Oh, is that the name of one of them? Oh my god. Stop it. You think slate tiles with moss? I don't know about... Let's see here. Ah, my phone fell. I think it's fully charged anyway. Alright, Lisa, I'll do it for you. Let's see. Slate tiles with moss. What I want is to own it, and then I guess... Sure. And then I think I can import that into Unity. Or at least I should be able to. This grass could be good for the floor, actually. Where did it go? Okay, to be honest, Lisa, I'm not really sure what's happening right here. Normally this would very nicely import. This file here would, and I'd be able to use it. But it does not. Oh, you know what it probably is. It's, well, I'm using a different like rendering pipeline than is normally used, and that's probably the problem. I wonder. So annoying. Okay. Anyway, whatever. It's chill. Might be too. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I did actually like what I was seeing. Oh wait, never mind. I'm not gonna be able to use any of them. Man, that's a bummer. Jeez, because there's so many textures here. Like, I want this for the ground. Give this to me. Okay, wow, that's a bummer. Because this company heavily relied on Unity. And Unity basically gave them the middle finger on that, I guess. They basically just not supported at all anymore. Well, that's not true. They could figure out how to be supported, but it looks like they don't care to. Let me import it one more time. Yeah, I don't know, it's not working. Dang, that makes it harder for me too. No, there's no way. I mean, Sorry, I'm trying to figure out something technical right now. I used Substance on the last game that I made. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it sorted it. Sorted it first to last for some reason. Okay. Was that supposed to do something? Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can. I have some time, so I'm gonna see if I can figure this out because I do like using Substance, so preferably I'd be able to keep using this. And this seems pretty convenient as well. And presumably this is a problem for all of them. Okay. Alright, I don't know. I don't know, and let's not worry about it, I suppose. That's a little annoying, but who cares? Go back to rock for now. Very cool. So what else was I trying to figure out? I'm kind of running towards the end here, Lisa, so I'm trying to... not even necessarily sure what it is that I need to work on. I guess I do need to... I do need to change that ground. Let me see if I can find some sort of grass texture. I did like the idea of moss on the ground, personally. Although maybe moss is just too green. Hey, Austin. How's it going? I'll show you my progress in a second here. I think maybe you've seen it before, but I'm just looking for some, like, grass texture, I guess. Like, this one seems good. It's not too obtrusive to the eye. Let's grab that one. Grass. Okay, and then we go back into Unity, go into the art, textures, grass, blah, blah. Import new asset. Yeah, it's a freaking party in here, Austin. I've been MIA for the last 4 sessions because of school. No worries, dude. I mean, I've been MIA for 2 weeks because of my back exploded. So you didn't really miss much. The last one was my last. The last one was my last. Sorry, the last one was my first one back in 2 weeks. So you didn't miss a whole lot. I'm just gonna let this texture import, see if I can put it. Basically, see if I can put it on the ground there. And you know what? I'll probably actually just go ahead and copy this building material. Well, no, wait. Yes, that's what I want to do. I'll just duplicate that. I'll call this floor. And it's going to use a different shader, but for right now I'm going to... Oh yeah, that's right. Change all of that. Then I need to actually go into my shaders and duplicate rock wall and just call it like floor. Okay, and then I need to basically go into this, go to the water tile, give it floor, go to floor, change the shader. Yeah, my vertebrae, it totally let me down. But then I realized, I was like, man, my vertebrae totally let me down. But then I realized that I stopped drinking milk like 2 years ago, and nobody in my family has ever broken a bone, and then suddenly I break my bones, and I'm like, all right, I guess maybe I let my bones down by not drinking milk and instead drinking almond milk like a freaking loser. Okay, floor. Okay, cool. And we'll edit that. And we'll just come in here and we'll call this, what was it? Was it just rock? Did I even import that? I did, right? No, it was grass. Oh, it's horrible. Oh my god, I hate it. Okay. Alright, let's check it out. Let's edit this again. Let's change this to 0.5. But also, we don't need anything crazy like a triplanar. You use triplanar when you have 3D objects, but this is just a 2D plane on the ground, so we don't need it. And instead we'll replace it with sample texture 2D. Bloop, bloop, grass, grass, UV, not quite. Position, world, swizzle. Actually, I guess split. I'm just writing, basically when I'm doing the shader like this, I'm determining how an object looks. So for instance, basically it's a whole bunch of stuff. But to make it simple, you have this base color here. If I created a color node and just made it this blue, and then I put that there and saved it, you would see that it's all blue. The reason this looks like a rock wall is because I'm sampling a texture that looks like a rock wall and passing that to the color. So let's take a look at it. We'll get rid of this. We'll put this back. We'll save it. And so basically I'm just changing the way that texture is sampled currently. I'm saying sample it by the world position, but I wanted to do X and Z, not X and Y. So then I create a vector 2, which is just going to hold those values. And you see I'm just connecting the X and Z values into that and then making it sample based on that instead. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach that instead of the triplanar, get rid of the triplanar, save the project, come back over, and now we're good to go, and we have a much more performance shader. Yeah, I would think you would like this kind of stuff, Lisa, since you are like apparently pretty technical with your computer science stuff. Sorry, not that you're apparently technical, that you apparently like it more than maybe I had thought you did. And then you also obviously like creative things. So it's like a really, I mean, you can make pretty much whatever you want with these graph nodes, and you don't really have to program. So you just kind of get in here and you can make like clouds. You can make like a flag that like blows in the wind by like messing with the vertices. You can do basically anything you want, and so the sky's the limit. It's pretty fun. Okay, so let's, and then you kind of have to understand the technical implementation behind it. So that's fun. Okay, so now what we need to do is a little bit of math here. Okay, so like I said, we were using the world position to sample the texture, but that doesn't really give us any leeway on the tiling, on like how big the tiles are, how small they are. So we're going to take this and we're going to make a multiply node, and we're going to back these up, and we're going to take the world position and we're going to multiply it by some scale value, which should be fairly intuitive as to what that is and why that's working. Okay, so now if we come back here, it's going to look not right because it's going to default to 0. But then if we go over here, something's wrong. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's so awesome. This might be a little more complicated than my Excel VBA sheets. I honestly wouldn't say it's really any more complicated than your Excel VBA sheets. The only difference is that you have to understand some like math that is used a lot in graphics. So you would just have to learn a little bit of graphics math, but none of that is really that complicated. I mean, if you look at what I'm doing, well, first of all right, come on, what's going on here? Something broken? Something's very wrong. Oh no, okay. Let's restart Unity. Something's wrong here. First of all, let's get rid of all those. Second of all, let's quit Unity. And open it back up. I was actually looking into the Excel VBA stuff because my friend Clark, he does a lot of Excel for work. Like he'll spend like hours like moving names or just, I don't know, like checking two Excel sheets against each other and stuff like that. And I was just thinking about maybe programming something up for him so he didn't have to do that anymore. But anyway, let's give me a second here and I'll okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. There must be an S bar somewhere in my... Okay, first of all, substance seems to be ruining my project a little bit, so let me get rid of it. Actually, I think I can just go ahead and delete this. Well, that sounds like a waste for sure. He should, yeah. No, I mean, he's definitely not a programmer type of guy. He's very much a film guy, but I think he could for sure figure out some VBA programming. But I think that he is on such a time crunch that he wouldn't, like, if his boss came in and said, like, hey, what are you doing? And he said, I'm learning to code instead of doing what you told me, he'd probably get yelled at. And he works literally like 12 hours a day. He leaves before I wake up and gets home like at 10, so he doesn't really have time for anything else, unfortunately. Um, okay, let's see. Let's go back into this. Sorry, this is all going a little slow. Don't know why I'm having trouble here, but floor. Okay, cool. So now we can actually see the floor. So you see it defaulted to 0, so let's increase it. And now we can change that. So that's pretty cool. And the nice thing is, because we duplicated what we were using for the rock shader, now the floor has this fade in effect as well. So, you know, hopefully people don't give me too much shit for that, but oh, you know what? How does this look? That's not terrible. Okay, Austin, get ready. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know why, but for some reason film has not been able to break away from the 12-hour, 16-hour, 18-hour workday. Whee! Okay, Austin, so first of all, you may notice that I now have a skybox and things kind of fade in. I did this because it felt really oppressive to have the fog. But, and then I think you probably saw, but obviously I have that now. And then I think you probably saw this as well, but you can put these together and they'll stay, and then you can, and then you can climb on them. So that's not useful for anything, but it is fun, that's for sure. Maybe I could jump to that one. Oh! No, not at all. And I almost knocked my mic off my table. Whee! Okay, cool. Yeah, too late on that swing. Anyway. Yeah, you'll have to play it next time you come over. It's really fun. Okay, so... Dog, what do you want? What do you want, dog? Nope. This dog it's gotta be like 40 pounds. I'm always afraid she's gonna destroy my spine. She's gotta be like 40 pounds. And she thinks she's a lap dog for some reason. I guess Aaron trained her to be so. Oh, you're hurting my spine. Get off me. Owie, 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 owie. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that it'll be useful ever. Okay, so here's something that I would like to do that I realized is not in the game yet. The jumping still doesn't really work. The climbing has some problems. Let me think. But the one thing that doesn't work yet is if you shoot a web, then you let it go and it latches somewhere else. You can't actually climb on it. So let's maybe see if we can figure out why that is. Oh yeah, and then Lisa, I'll show you the math real quick. Okay, so if you look through this, like, you just have a vector 3, which is basically just 3 numbers. It's like an x, y, and z, so that's nothing crazy. Then you have a dot product, which is a classic graphics thing that you maybe wouldn't know about, but it's very easy. It basically just tells you how aligned vectors are. A saturate that just basically says, like, if it's less than 0, make it 0, and if it's greater than 1, make it 1. It basically just clamps it to those values. A couple multiplies, an add, an interpolation, power, put something on an interval. Like, it's not math that's complicated. You'd be surprised what kind of stuff you can make with some simple math. So that's cool. Do you have to program each property yourself? No, so that's the nice thing about this. They actually made this because it was pretty time consuming to program any sort of like graphical element to a game. And so now all of this is way faster. Now, the only ones I programmed are intervalize, distance from camera, camera to position. I mean, but even if I had to do these other ones, it's not like dot product is nothing crazy. Dot product is just like a component-wise multiplication. So you do like two vectors, like an x, y, and z, both of them. And then you do like x times x plus y times y plus z times z. And I believe that's the dot product. So that's nothing crazy. Yeah, it's really cool, really fun to play around in. Games are really easy to make, and people don't really realize that. So, and even these ones that I did program, I did them with the same sort of style. So, nothing crazy there. Okay. Okay, so that's cool. So let's say, so now here's some actual programming. Okay, let's get rid of all these. I don't need these anymore. Okay. Hi, I'm feeling bored, so I like to start to study Unity. Any tips for a total profane? Hey, first of all, welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you came here when you were feeling bored. I don't know that I could pronounce your name appropriately, but it looks like Zeno Kuki or something like that. And unfortunately, I guess you couldn't tell me how to pronounce it just through text, but I'm glad you're here. Do I have any tips for somebody who's just starting with Unity? Well, let me ask you this. Are you a programmer? And if not, do you want to be a programmer? And if not, what is it in games that you want to do? Are you trying to do audio? Are you trying to do the whole thing? Are you trying to do art? Because it will really depend on that. Also, you can say hi to everybody else. We got Lisa, we got Austin, we got Jake here. So, I'm a full stack programmer already. Okay, cool. So you're pretty much, so with that, you're pretty much set to go. If you don't know C#, I would familiarize yourself with it shortly, but it's basically exactly like Java. So there's nothing crazy there. And then from there, I would say Unity, I think Unity honestly has like a set of tutorials that you can basically just run through. Yeah, like they make it like insanely easy for you. They've got all these tutorials that I believe are free. And essentially, and even if these tutorials aren't free, there's like a million online. But then once you feel like you're kind of understanding the basics of Unity, like you understand what a material is and how to create a script and stuff like that, then I would say just make really small projects, and basically through the process of making I'm talking like make a ball that rolls on a surface. And then once you have that, you'll realize like, I mean, I can make a ball that rolls on a surface, like I can probably make a golf game. And then so you start making a golf game, and then you're like, I mean, I can make a golf game, I can probably make a whatever game. And you'll just kind of make bigger and bigger games the more you learn. Because you'll get halfway through a project, and then you'll realize like, this project is too small for how much I know. That sort of thing. I'm quite comfortable with Java and Spring. I've tried Unreal, but I hate Pointer and more code guide than a Blueprint one. Yeah, I don't really like Unreal. The problem with Unreal is that it's not very beginner friendly. Like they assume that you know a lot about game development already, whereas Unity basically assumes none of that. Yeah, I'm not a big Pointer guy either. Yeah, because they use C++, and if you don't want to use C++, it's the Blueprint. Yeah, I'm not trying to code with blueprints either. This Unity is all straight up C#. So, yeah, you'll have no problem with it. And then there's just like a few quirks to the Unity API, but once you get that, you're pretty much rolling. But yeah, I would just recommend looking through a few of those tutorials first, really just to understand, because if you get in there and you don't understand anything about Unity, it's going to be a little confusing. Hey, but let me show you the game real quick. It's called the Silkworm, and it is a spider. It is a spider-like, I'm calling it. So basically, for performance reasons, you can't see the whole city. Just because I'm running it on the Quest, and the Quest is essentially a mobile phone. But so you have your hands. You can grab onto a wall, and you can climb it, and you can throw yourself off that wall. Oh, you can swing. Around. Do some more swing. You can shoot 2 at a time. Oop. And then you can put them together, and you can basically put a whole bunch together. This is probably my favorite part of the game. It's the most useless part of the game, but probably my favorite. Make little webs, and then what's happening? I might have run into a bug here. Oh no, right when I'm showing it off too. Here, let's see. And then you can climb the webs. So that's fun too. Let's see. Pointer remember me college time with data struct, and I don't really want to remember that. Haha, by the way. Okay, thank you. Anyway, subbed. Okay, I'm glad you subbed. Oh, and if you haven't, I'd also recommend, well, basically just a good way to contact me with questions as you're learning would be through the Discord, which I think is in the description. So I'd recommend joining the Discord as well, because there's some other people in there, and they're all VR developers. But yeah, awesome. Are you trying to be a VR developer or just Unity in general? Okay, and then let's see. So I was trying to figure out how to. I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out why you can't climb on Silk that you did not switch hands with. So when you shoot the Silk. When it latches, called Silk latched. Which basically just sets up that joint. Unity in general. Okay, very cool. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know through the Discord, and I'll be happy to help. But yeah, Unity's a lot of fun. I think it strikes a nice balance between serious programming and sort of creative do whatever you want, make whatever you want, that sort of thing. Okay, let's see. So somewhere in here I'm creating a Okay, so I create this capsule collider. That's really only happening, I believe, and that's what you climb on. That's only happening when secondary latch is called. Secondary latch is not called anywhere except silk swing, and that's when you release the silk. So if you're transferring, just transfer, and if you're letting go and there's more than one of them in your hand, go ahead and do the secondary latch. Okay, very cool. So I need to set secondary latch. What? Okay. I need to pick you out. That's echo. Alright, cool. Alright, come on. We're all going outside. That's what's happening. We're all doing it. We're all going outside. Alright, very cool. Sorry about that. Okay, so the way the silk strand works is that you shoot it and there's a node on it, and that node behaves under physics. And when it hits something, it basically creates a joint in that position. And so when you're not attached, when you're still shooting, and you let go, it shoots another one of those nodes, and so that will fix to a position as well. The question then is, when do I do the secondary latch? And also, let me make sure that that actually will work anyway. Okay, cool. And then there's this silk node, which basically just, when it enters a collision, it adds that join, like I said. And it calls on latch. I don't know if anybody actually... So the move here might be to just change... I have to think about this for a second. I'm actually very thirsty. Let me go grab some water real quick. I'll be back in like 3 seconds. But I'll answer your question real quick, Zeno. It is, I guess I'm kind of treating it like a full-time job, but currently no. I have worked at game companies in the past, but currently I'm trying to do my own sort of YouTube thing. So if that doesn't work out, then yeah, I'll probably get another job at a game company. I was working at Shell Games, which is a game company up in Pittsburgh. That's the one that I was doing work for. But yeah, I'd say I do it mainly. It's my main job. But I'll be back in a second. Oh, cool. I've worked only for real estate advising and financial work in the company. After 2 years, it became really stressful. So, are you still working for those companies? Or are you taking a break now because of the stress of it? Yeah, I imagine working for... Real estate sounds all right. The financial companies does sound stressful. I imagine they worked you pretty hard. And I'm sorry, I don't know if you're saying yes to you're taking a break or if you're still working for them. If you could clarify. Okay, and then on this, I think I can just solve this by basically... It's going to make my code... Okay, still working. Yeah, so are you thinking about making a move into game development, or are you just doing it for fun purely? As just a way to, like, reduce the stress of working for those companies? Oh, and are you working for finance right now or real estate advisory? Oh, okay, I see. They're probably both. Real estate advisory and also a financial company. Okay, and then this, I think that what I can probably do is I know... Oh, I'm not looking at Silk Strand. I want to look at Silk Swing. Right now, real estate, okay. Do you do any real estate investing yourself? I was looking into that a little bit, is why I'm asking. I'm just curious. Transfer. Okay, so it looks like right now the silk strand is told when it is dropped, and then it's checking if it has connected. And it's checking if it has connected. I honestly wonder if I can just subscribe here. Since they're all going to be on the same object. This is all getting a little convoluted. However, I tend to have more of a I have like a greater threshold for convolution as I get closer to the end of a project. And I'm only making this for a month, so we're getting pretty close to the end of all the additions right now. Right now, no, because I lost my dad a year ago. I'm sorry to hear that. First of all, that's tough. And in this period with COVID and other problem, my stable work is gold. But you know it's better to have an open window. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's a good time to learn then during COVID. But yeah, probably not a good time to be probably what where are you living? I'm assuming well, I guess maybe a bad assumption, but I'm assuming from your name that you're foreign or living overseas, which I guess doesn't make sense. I guess I'm asking where you're from. Let's see. So end node dot get component um, silk node dot on latch plus equals secondary latch equals Italy. Okay. Do you move around a lot? You said right now Italy. It just makes it sound like you're like a foreign traveler, and that's pretty. Oh man, Italy. Okay, so you're like really getting hit hard by COVID. I know they were having a lot of trouble with it. Geez, I hope you're all right over there. That's pretty intense. Do you speak Italian? I know Europeans tend to speak English, but I figured maybe you'd learn. Okay, secondary latch equals. And then what am I setting the secondary latch to? And let me just make sure, let me do a sanity check here and make sure that this lead node does have the silk node on it. Okay, very cool. Okay, so then basically I say when it latches, set the secondary latch to, I suppose it would be end node dot, I suppose it would be that. Okay, so that it might just be that simple. Okay. Born in Albania, lived 10 years in England for study, and now I've returned in Italy to my family. Okay, very cool. Yeah, so you've certainly done some traveling. Yeah, I speak five languages, or should I say try? No, I mean your English is good, so you got at least two languages. I'm sure Albanian and English. Well, probably Italian and English. I guess if your family's in Italy, that's cool. Yeah, Italy's nice though. I haven't been for a while, but I know I enjoyed it when I was there. Okay, let's see if this works now. Or maybe it'll just cause a bunch of bugs. What are the other languages you speak? Dang it. I can't, I'm sitting too close to my desk. I can't grab this thing. Okay, so let's see. Heck yeah. Alright, this I actually think is pretty epic. Because it's one thing to like try to build a web up in the sky, but to be able to be like, oh, you know what, it can't hit the ground yet. Just remembered. But to be able to do this, I think is pretty epic. You like run too fast. I don't know why you would want to do that, you know, really, but yeah, I'll never get that. Okay, well, there's another bug for us to fix. Let's get yeah, I'm never gonna be able to grab that. Okay. Let's see, Albanian with my family, English with some friends, Italian with others, and a little bit of French and Russian for work. Oh man, Russian would be cool. Thank you. I'm from the USA, sort of born and raised. Well, actually, I moved around when I was younger. I lived in Austria a little bit, so near Italy actually, and then moved to Kenya, and then moved back to the U.S. But I've been in the U.S. most of my life, so I'd say I'm pretty much just straight up American. What is it supposed to be? Because American can be confused with. What would the word for us even be? We say American, but I know some like South Americans get mad about that because they're American technically as well. And thank you. Yeah, so if you have a quest, it's going to be free. I'm just making these games for free. Just things that I think would be fun, so. Let's see. Okay, I basically, first of all, need to change the water layer to floor. Because these are really more of a floor than they are water at this point. And then, oh, do you have a VR headset? And then I also need to, let's see, so now this is floor and I need to go into my physics. And basically what I'm doing here, Xeno, is determining what layers collide with what other layers. So there's going to be silk and it collides with, let's see, what lead node. Okay, lead node collides with building, but I also want it to collide with floor. Okay, cool. So let's test that out. I'm not sure what you're asking with the which country, like which countries get upset about the American thing? Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. What? No. Come on. Did it not latch? Okay. But this works? Huh, so it's something weird. No, which country you live. I have a cousin that live in Hartford, Connecticut. Which state you mean? Like Georgia, Texas. I live in Georgia. So I'm like in Atlanta, Georgia, which is, if you don't know it, people normally know like Florida and New York and Um, in California, but Georgia's like right above Florida, so it's right here. Yeah, so I'm down. I'm down in there, down in the south, deep south, baby. So no, it's not a. Oh yeah, I mean, if he's living in Connecticut for sure. I mean, literally, like all the rich people in the U.S. live. I mean, basically, they basically either live in New York. Sorry, getting a call. The rich people in the U.S. basically either live in New York, California, or like Connecticut. Connecticut's gonna be like the old money. So people who are like rich in like the 1700s and still have retained their money through investments over time. All the new money's probably in New York and California, but yeah, Connecticut's really expensive. Okay, cool. There's probably some layer problem. Let's see here. Add a fixed joint. I must do some layer. What layer is this? I must do some layer check somewhere in here. I should have known this would be bad. Of course. Okay, never mind. That's not gonna work. Let's try. Hmm. Okay, if they let go of the. By the way, no, unfortunately, I don't have a headset here in Italy. Way too expensive for the. What, like the sales tax is high? In the US, it's $2.99, so it's not bad. Is it way more in Italy? That would be a bummer. Okay, let's see. For some reason, it's not doing the secondary latch when it is hitting the floor, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's that this is called as soon as it latches. No, end node. No, this makes sense. So you shoot it, then you have the end node. That end node, as soon as that latches, will make the secondary latch of this one. I think there might be problems. Jesus, 700. Are you really? Are you sure? Just for the Quest 2? It's 700? What the heck? That's terrible. And that's euros too, so it's more anyway. Okay, so if we imagine the order of events here, basically, you can shoot it, the node will fire, and then it basically says when this end node latches, make the secondary latch of this first node that second node. And that second node, and then this is all getting so convoluted. make a secondary latch of this first node, the end node. It is possible. It certainly is possible that. Let's see. Let's just go in and look at it actually. It'll be a little simpler. Okay, so you can't climb on it, good. Let me check that comment in 1 second, Zena. Okay, so already I think this is the collider here. Yeah, so it is a problem. So what did I do? I shot it at the wall, then I shot it down. It's actually a little bit. Alright, so there's probably a simpler way I can do this. Let me take a look at Silk swing real quick when I do the secondary latch. This is all a little silly. Okay. I bought the component for my PC and I spent a total. Jeez, yeah, that's an insane amount of money for a PC. So what? You're saying that the sales tax is more? Like the government is just taxing incoming computer parts or incoming electrics or like electronics? And if so, I don't really know why they would do that. At least like because it sounds like they're taxing it like 300%. So I don't really know why they would do that. Okay. Yeah, so this isn't gonna work. Let me think about this. I'm just a little worried about conflicting with my existing, like, building a web system in this new one. I like the idea of secondary latch, where you just set it and it sets up the collider for you. For example, with 3080 on Amazon Live, paid €900 plus 400 only for sales tax. Yeah, I mean, we have sales tax as well, but it's like 6%. Like it would be 900 and then what? It'd be like 960, $970, something like that. I believe sales tax is that low. It's definitely not, it would definitely wouldn't be an extra 400. That's insane. Man. Oh, but you guys don't pay Honestly, I thought you guys didn't even have sales tax. I feel like I remember when I would buy food in Europe, you don't have to pay like an extra 30 cents to get the food or anything. It's just like €4 straight or €5 straight. Um, Maybe it's just a sales tax on electronics. Okay, but basically the question is, did... Okay, it's just for food that it's not a thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I was buying, so... I'm losing it. My brain's hurting, and I'm trying to solve it. This problem. This isn't even a hard problem, and I'm having trouble solving it right now. This is ridiculous. I'm like totally losing it. Set the hand to null, remove the join, and create a collider so that you can climb on it. Is really all that happens. And you give it a latch position. I think Visual Studio. I think Visual Studio Code was. Sorry, Visual Studio Code I think was built for C Sharp in mind, considering it was built by Microsoft and Microsoft built C Sharp. But everything is more or less extension based. So I think that yeah, there's a C Sharp extension. But I love Visual Studio Code. I have a great time with it. Yeah. Man, I gotta start using TypeScript. I hate JavaScript. TypeScript seems so much nicer. I use JavaScript for some backend stuff, some like Google Cloud database stuff, and I just always hate writing it. I have a terrible time writing JavaScript. Okay, well, essentially the base of the problem is that I need to wait until both of them have latched for this to actually happen. And when the silk drops, I need to wait for both of them to latch. And I can think of some bad ways to do this, and no good ways. Like, I think I can just... not fix joints. Like, I could just keep track of the silk nodes, and then I could basically say when they've all latched. Just because there are only ever going to be two nodes. Okay, let me read that in a second here after I... Alright, let's just do it the bad way. Just so that I can get this done. Let me think. public void latch. We'll call on collision enter. I don't know, is collision it's a class? Cool. And then back here, this is so bad. Let me think. Maybe I don't want to do this. Feeling good to use Studio Code, of course. For example, in Java backend, I used Eclipse, but that is a crappy bug. Yeah, I mean, I think Eclipse is old at this point. I don't like IDEs in general. They're too heavy for me. I'm definitely all about that. Like these just text editors. I was using Sublime before I started using Visual Studio Code, and I'm really happy with this. I can't really see me switching. Jeez, Dom, come on. What is this? It's so bad. Okay, I think I am okay with this idea. Soak strand. And then here, oh wait, not soak strand, soak swing. And then here, set the secondary latch. I think instead, okay, that's gonna be too much to change, so I'm just gonna not worry about it. But then basically I need to list soak node. Just doing some refactoring. Get rid of that. Soak node and start. Okay, add the soak nodes, and then when you're dropped, add this soak node as well. So I guess now it's keeping track of the soak nodes that are a part of it. And then basically we'll do a public bool has latched get return has collided. Cool. And then this is really what I didn't want to do, but it's not going to be like non-performant, it's just annoying. X equals 0. X is less than soak nodes dot count. X plus plus. Okay. What am I trying to do? I'm basically just trying to check that they have latched. Is there like an and equals? Okay, so if any of those are false, it'll end up false. Okay, and then basically just if they've all latched. And I don't think this will conflict with the other one because I don't believe that it will ever actually call. I don't believe that it'll ever actually call latched. So it should be fine. If all latched, let's just say oh, you know what? I can't do this every frame. There we go. All right, I'm not proud of that. I'll say, Zeno, I'm not proud of that at all, but if it works, that's fine, because I'm not really doing anything else with these webs. So, it doesn't matter how bad I program it right at the end here, as long as it's done. Whew. Okay, so first of all, that still works, that's fine. Okay. Okay, I'm having frame rate issues, not sure why yet, but I'll check it out. Yeah, it's funny because it's like so not useful for anything. Um, it's so not useful for anything, but the webbing, but like it's really fun to do for some reason. Okay, I'm literally running like 6 frames a second. So yeah, it's getting worse as we go along. Let's check it out. Hmm, I know what it is. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Um, by the way, C Sharp doesn't look so much different from Java. I guess will not be a problem for Java. No, yeah, you'll learn it literally like instantaneously. Like I'd be surprised if you couldn't just sit down and code it right from the get go. It was literally made as a counter to Java. Like whoever made Java, and then Microsoft was like, oh yeah, you think you're the only one with a runtime? We're gonna make C Sharp. So okay, I don't know what that defaults to, but I don't know. So bad. This is so bad. Yeah. Right now I'm basically just trying to make there was a bug where you could climb on the silk, but you couldn't do it if it hit the floor, and then I got that, but then it turned out there was a bug that if the end piece latched before the starting piece latched, you couldn't climb on it. It was broken. So now I'm just fixing it, which basically just required me to keep track of the nodes and then check when they're all attached. And then when they're all attached, then you go ahead and set up the climbing. And then once I fixed it, um, it was adding a collider every frame, so the physics was quickly getting out of control. But let's take a look at it now. Nope, it's still not going to work because I still coded it incorrectly. I'm better than this, I'll tell you that, but not when I'm trying to finish something up and it doesn't matter. All right, let's see. I'm just trying to, yeah, overall, I'm just trying to make the webbing a little more robust. Oh man, it's extremely stressful because the faster you go, what the heck? What's going on with there? Oh man, come on. What the heck happened? And now I'm just testing all of these to make sure it's robust. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's not that useless, actually. It kind of helps with climbing around. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Um, and don't worry, you're talking with the guy that was nearly to destroy his monitor for a button that doesn't want to change color in Vue.js. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy how sometimes like you can make like a whole city in like 2 hours, and then sometimes it'll take like a week to figure out why a button won't change color, and you're just like, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm losing it. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, let's think. So I optimized some stuff. Today I optimized some stuff. I made the city transparent. I changed the look of the floor. I did some audio work and I fixed some bugs. That's probably good. Um, so I think I'll probably call it there, yeah. But tomorrow I think that I'm gonna be doing some more polish. The jumping doesn't quite work. I'm getting some anomalous values with the hand speed. Um, so that's not quite working. And then was there anything else? Climbing sometimes. It's not that climbing doesn't work, it's that climbing, what's the word for it? I don't know. It's got some like idiosyncrasies that mess up. So yeah, but it was a good day overall. We got a lot done, and we had a lot of people show up. So I'm pretty happy about that. We had a new face, Zeno, who I'm glad showed up, and we had good conversations. So I'm excited about that. If you haven't, feel free to join the Discord. And yeah, that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever else you show up. So have a good day.